Morning, everyone.
Carly, you want to get us started and talk about our history?
Sure. So thank you for joining this morning. We hope that you are staying well during this pandemic season. And let me introduce us to you real quickly. My name is Carla Willard. I'm an HR business partner with First Horizon Bank. And I also have Denise Davis on the line with us. And she is a senior talent acquisition consultant for our company. And we're going to take just a few minutes at the beginning of our presentation to talk a little bit about just a high level overview of First Horizon. I'm going to share a little bit about career opportunities and career pathing opportunities at our company. And then Denise is going to talk with you about current openings and how to find and apply for those positions. So many of you, if you're here from around locally, you may know us as First Tennessee Bank. We recently went through a rebranding process, and we have rebranded under the title of First Horizon Bank. So all of our subsidiaries, whether it's First Horizon Bank, First Horizon Advisors that deal with wealth clients, or First Horizon Financial, that's our bond and brokerage division, operate under that branding now. You see on the screen our corporate promise is being the best at serving our customers one opportunity at a time. And whether we serve external customers, clients like you who might come into our financial centers or businesses, or whether we serve internal customers like someone like myself that's in HR, well, this is the guiding principle for us. We really try to be at our best in every interaction. One of the things that we're really proud about at First Horizon is we have a very strong corporate culture. We actually call our culture First Power, and we really feel like that's one of the things that sets us apart from other financial institutions. The four pillars of our culture are adaptability, accountability, integrity, and relationships. And this is a lot more than just giving lip service to what our values are. These are really pillars and foundations of how we interact within our organization, but also how we interact with our clients and our community. You may have seen in the news that we are in the process of finalizing a merger with Iberia Bank. And so we will be closing on that within the upcoming weeks, and we're very excited about that. One thing that's different about this merger from ones that we've participated in the past we've had acquisitions where we've gone in and purchased another financial institution. In this case, it really is a merger of equals. And so Iberia and First Horizon are relatively equal sized banks, and we're coming together under one unified brand of First Horizon. Brian Jordan, who is the current CEO at First Horizon, will be the CEO of the combined organization. We have Daryl Bird, who is from Iberia, and he will be our executive chairman of the board of directors. Our headquarters will remain in Memphis, Tennessee. And then you can see on here, I've given you some stats on our total combined assets will be $75 billion. And you can see that that breaks out almost equally between loan and deposit assets. One thing that you may not be aware of, if you're from local area or from the Tennessee area, you know that under First Tennessee, we've been around for a long time, but you may not realize that we actually are over 155 years old. Our organization was founded in 1864, and that's something, that history and that legacy is something that as a company we're very proud of, and we have been able to sustain our organization because of our willingness to adapt and to be innovative and to remain relevant in the communities that we serve. And so that's something that's also a hallmark of who we are as an organization. The other thing that we should put on here just for your information is a graphic that represents where our full service banking centers are located. And so you'll see on this graphic, this is going to be the combined organization of us and Iberia, but you'll see the dark blue dots represent where First Horizon today has locations where we have full service banking. The lighter blue represents where Iberia has full service banking centers. And then the red represent, actually they're SunTrust banks that banking centers that we're purchasing. And so we're also in the process of acquiring, I think it's around 30 branches from SunTrust, who's now Truist. That's an acquisition that's also going on. We'll be closing on those in July, I believe is the time frame. So this shows you that we really are expanding our footprint, not only in the local market, but really in the southeastern portion of the country. And we're really excited to strengthen and expand our presence in this region. At First Horizon, we understand the importance of a strong community and meeting the financial needs of the communities that we serve. And this slide shows you back in 2018, we made a 5-year commitment to invest nearly $4 billion to broaden the resources that are available in the underserved and low to moderate income communities in the southeast region of the United States. And you can see from the slide that the investments targeted at increasing home ownership, at building small businesses, at fostering community development opportunities, as well as funding grants and philanthropic initiatives. And so this is something that over the next few years will continue to fulfill this commitment. We've also committed to support supplier diversity by allocating 3 to 6% of our own supplier spending to minority-owned businesses. So this is just one example of how we give back to the communities that we serve. We're also honored to be recognized locally and nationally for our products and services. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a very strong First Power culture within our organization, and we're proud for the recognition that we've received, not only for that as an employer of choice, but also for our community service. And on this screen, we've highlighted just a few of the national awards that we've received in the most recent years. There's a full listing of all of the awards that we've received that include individual market and regional awards as well on our website. If you'd like to look at that, you can see a little more detail there. So let's shift to what's probably the most of interest to you and talk a little bit about career opportunities within First Horizon. When most people think about career opportunities in banking, they think about what we call consumer or retail banking, which is the positions that are available at one of our banking centers, or you may call a branch. Tellers, universal bankers, operations managers, or financial center managers. And those are certainly a career path for our employees. But we also have a host of other opportunities within the company that may not be as apparent to you. For example, we have commercial banking, whereas where you or I may walk into a financial center and open a checking account or a savings account and get a loan, we have commercial customers, and these may range from small businesses, mom and pop shops, to commercial accounts, to large corporations. And so we have a relationship team that actually services these types of customers. And you can see listed on the screen the different types of employees that make up a relationship team. And it's actually when we have, say, if we had a International Paper or FedEx or St. Jude as a customer, those relationships would have someone from each one of these roles supporting them. And so they each contribute to the overall client relationship through unique contributions. One role may be contributing customer service, another financial statement spreading, another credit underwriting, another identifying solutions to financial needs that's going on. And so they really do work together as a team. One of the ways that we've differentiated ourselves within the financial institution is also by offering specialty lines of businesses within our commercial banking segments. And I've got some of these listed on the screen for you. And what this is, these are basically they're commercial relationship teams, but they specialized in a specific industry. So for example, the asset-based lending group, they look at financial solutions that specialize for businesses that specialize in wholesale distribution and transportation and manufacturing. Our correspondent banking group specializes in offering credit services to community banks and credit unions. The corporate healthcare group specializes in financial and credit services for the medical community, whether it's hospitals or private medical practices and doctors' programs. So this is another way that we've been able to distinguish ourselves and really provide a kind of a niche service or a specialization to the clients that we serve. The map that we've got here, now this is not a combined resources, this is a map that shows the First Horizon side of where we operate today. Again, it shows you where our full service banking opportunities, where we actually have brick and mortar banking centers is in the dark blue states. And then the royal blue states are states where these specialty lines of businesses operate. And so you can see that our influence is within the southeast part of the United States, but also much broader across the country. And then finally, we also have the infrastructure as all major corporations, where if you're interested in pursuing a career in one of the things that we might call a support area, like myself, that I'm in HR, if you're interested in audit, if you're a technology major, we have all of these different support areas where you can also pursue career opportunities. So let's take a minute and talk a little bit about career paths. As you think about career paths that may be of interest to you, we have traditional career paths that would follow along like a traditional career ladder approach, if you will, where an employee can come in, they can start in an entry-level position, an entry-level position that is one that I just selected for example purposes would be a credit analyst role. An employee could come in and start as a credit analyst 1 and then progress within that role to, as they get more experience and more seasoned, to become a credit analyst 2, become a credit analyst senior, a senior analyst. They can also progress up through other roles within the company. They may pursue, if they like credit underwriting, they may go into a portfolio manager role. If they want to be more on the sales and business development side, they may go into a relationship manager role. So we have the progression that's a traditional career ladder. However, as organizations in today's society are becoming more flat, there are other opportunities for career paths that may look and feel a little differently from this traditional career path. This slide shows you, it depicts more of what would be called a career lattice, or you may have heard it referred to as a jungle gym. And it shows you how an employee can grow professionally through lateral moves in addition to hierarchical moves. So for example, someone who has been promoted to a credit analyst 2, there may not be a portfolio manager role or relationship manager role available at the time when they're ready for additional challenges and additional career opportunities. And so a lot of employees may take what's called a lateral move and fulfill that same role, but in a different line of business. Oftentimes the lateral moves do come with salary increases. And so what it does is it gives our employees an opportunity to move within the organization and really expand not only the breadth, but also the depth of their knowledge in their current role. It gives them opportunities to experience different projects and work with different teams, build different relationships within the organization. So when those other roles, maybe their long-term goal is to be a relationship manager, so that when that is an opportunity for them, they have a greater wealth of experience that they bring to that. And so that's something else that we just wanted to share with you. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Denise, and she's going to talk to us a little bit more about current openings in our company and how you go about finding what opportunities are available at First Horizon.
Very good. And I know we've already had a question about that, so this will answer that question. All of our current job opportunities are going to be found on our career website. And this is the site, it's careers.firsthorizon.com. There you can locate and apply for opportunities that interest you, as well as learn even more about our culture and benefits, things that Carla has touched on. You can definitely read more about those opportunities, career pathing, that type of thing, as well as all of our brands. So, you know, we all know that COVID-19 has slowed the world down quite a bit and changed the way that we're working. But it also has caused a lot of businesses to lay off people. One positive thing is that we are hiring right now in all of our markets. We have opportunities. You know, you might have how can I say this? You might have a career goal of being in credit. You might have a career goal of being in commercial banking, but I don't want you to forget about getting your foot in the door. Maybe that's an internship. Maybe that's a universal banker position. Something to get your foot in the door and get your name known, and so someone can see your skills and abilities. It's a wonderful way to grow in banking. Carla can tell you we work with people who've been with First Horizon for years. And sometimes that's unheard of in the markets that we're in today. But we really attribute that to the way that employees are treated at First Horizon and the opportunities for growth. There are just some weeks where we promote from within more than we hire from the outside. And to me, that's a very, very positive thing. So say you're looking for an opportunity and you don't see exactly what you're looking for. I always encourage candidates to come back and look weekly because things are changing, especially right now as we move back into our offices and start getting back to, I guess, what we're calling the new normal. But come back and look for other opportunities. On this page, you'll see best results when you are going to use a search using a keyword or location. Some of you may be staying in Memphis. Some of you may have already been relocated home somewhere else in Tennessee or elsewhere. But like Carla showed you on the map of our footprint, we are growing. A lot of opportunities will be in Memphis, but there are other opportunities across the region as well. I also want to touch on the opportunities for internships. I know some of you are graduating and that may not be of interest to you. Some of you may be fresh in your college careers and you'll be thinking about internships. We do have a very robust internship program here at First Horizon. Last year, we had close to 70 interns across our footprint. Right now, it's on hold. As you can imagine, we are waiting to see what happens as we start being released back into the workforce, and we can look at opportunities maybe in late summer, early fall. We're going to have some opportunities for interns. Three things I want to touch on in the internship program that I feel like really sets us apart. When we talk to our interns who've gone through the program, the feedback that we get has been very positive based on these three things. We really provide them meaningful projects, meaningful work. I promise it's not grunt work. You're not sharpening pencils all summer. You're really working on projects that are meaningful, not only to your career path, but also to the business line that you'd be supporting. The second thing that we promise in our internship is the opportunity to network and meet people. We do that not only throughout our organization and give you access to some of our executives and managers and other employees, but we also give you opportunities to network outside the organization and really build relationships that can help you as you grow in your career and as you start looking for full-time employment. And then the third thing that we promise, Carla touched on this as well. We are very big in giving back to our communities. That's just part of our culture, who we are. We really get our interns involved in giving back as well. And as we are able, like I said, to get back into our workplaces, that will grow even more so this summer and this fall, where you can give back as a First Horizon employee. Also, I want to touch on something on the career website. From that web page, you can join our talent network. That is an enhancement to your job search that allows you to receive alerts. So again, maybe you don't see the exact position that you're looking for as you go out there and search. But by signing up for the talent network, that will send you emails and texts that will tell you when those type of positions are being posted. Right now, we have opportunities not only in Memphis, across our footprint. We're looking for universal bankers, Those are your salespeople in the branches. We look for great customer service, cash handling skills. We have teller openings, full-time, part-time. Financial services rep positions are available. Also, I know in Memphis and some other areas, we do have some credit analyst roles, wealth management coordinator. Carla also touched on enterprise technology. If anyone out there is studying computer science or something IT related, we are definitely growing in that area as well. Even internship opportunities available in that area. Also, customer service, virtual banker positions are available. I know right now we have those opportunities in Knoxville and Winston-Salem, if you're looking in that area. Also, some other marketing and IT positions that I know are out there that some of my colleagues have mentioned to me when I told them that we'd be talking to you today. I am looking through my notes. I think I've covered everything. Carla, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, we do have a couple of some really good questions though that have come through. So one was obviously the how do we apply, and Denise has covered that. The careers.firsthorizon.com is our career network, our career center. So go there and you can find anything that you're looking for. Denise, another question that came in was, are there opportunities for non-business majors?
Yes, absolutely. While some of our internships do look for specific majors, they might be looking for accounting or analytics, statistic majors. Other opportunities are very open. They are open to any majors, so most definitely.
Absolutely. And just for your information, I have a history and political science undergraduate degree. I have a dual majors there. And then my master's is in educational leadership, working with adult learners. So, and I've made a long-term career at the bank. So we have a lot of engineers that work with some of our product lines. So there's all types of opportunities. Denise, another question I have says, I have varied experience and transferable skills as a PhD graduate. What are current opportunities for me to bring my data analysis and visualization learning and communication skills on board so that I can grow my career at First Horizon?
That's a great question. Those skills are in high demand right now. The analytical type skill is being used in so many industries. Banking is no different. One of the opportunities that you might want to look at is called I'll get it out here in a second, a digital strategist position. That is in our marketing department, and that might be a good fit for you. Again, it's digital strategist. If you want to use those keywords when you do your search, you can see on this page is an example. It will give you a full job description and let you know what skills they're specifically looking for in each of the opportunities that you apply for.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you're focusing on your transferable skills, because I think that's one thing that's key as you transition from the learning environment and the college campus. You may not have exactly the skill set that a job description asks for, but be open to what are those transferable skills, the things that you could bring to any organization and apply on the job. And
Absolutely.
data analytics is used throughout our organization in so many different areas, whether it's analyzing customer profiles and customer behavior, whether it's the financial piece of the corporate, at the corporate level, all kinds of opportunities. Denise, another question that we received was, do we offer sponsorship for series licenses? Like, I'm assuming Series 7.
Yeah, that's probably what that person's referring to. That falls under our education assistance benefit. You would be eligible for that benefit after 90 days of being on the job. You would be eligible for that. And that is most definitely something that we sponsor and would look to help you with.
Another question, and we're getting close. I think we've got about 2 minutes left. How much do internships pay?
Our rate is $15 an hour.
And those typically, in a normal year, Denise, that typically runs, is it 9 weeks from beginning of June to maybe the first week or so of August?
That's right. Typically, it's going to be a 9-week program, 40 hours a week. again, we're going to be a little bit flexible with that going forward. It may be something part-time in the fall if you're still in school, and they would look at probably 20-25 hours a week with that.
I think we have time for one more question. Are there specific campus experiences that are valued, such as athletics, resident assistance, Greek experience?
All of that is focused on, especially when you look at those transferable skills that Carla was just referring to. Our managers are definitely going to look for that. That shows that you have people skills. That shows that you have time management skills. Most definitely, those are things that we look at.
Absolutely. And I know when I'm at career fairs, I'll have students that will almost be apologetic to me that about when I ask if they're working anywhere, they'll say, oh, well, I've worked at Nike, the Nike store or this, and they're almost apologetic because it's outside their major. Even previous work experience that's not directly related to your major is something that we value. Cash handling experience in any capacity is something that's a transferable skill to our banking center. So absolutely all of those things. Well, Denise, it looks like we're out of time. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a great company for both of us. We love this organization. And so as you're exploring options, I know you are researching companies just as we research individuals that come on and try to find the right fit for our organization, and you're trying to find the right fit. I hope that you will take a serious look at First Horizon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.